Oak Hollow, right next to ours. Nothing bad ever happened in Oak Hollow. It was all bake sales and boys riding their bikes until the streetlights flickered on. But then things started to change. It began with the whispers. Old Mr. Henderson, who ran the video store, the one with the giant cardboard popcorn tub out front, said someone was leaving the rewound tapes in the drop box with the labels all wrong. A scary movie would be in a case for a cartoon, a romance would be in a case for a thriller. At first, folks just laughed. Teenagers, they'd say, and shrug. But then the Miller family, who lived in the blue house on Sycamore Street, came home from a weekend at the lake. They said the house felt different. Not like a burglary. Nothing was taken, but the photos on the mantelpiece were ever so slightly tilted. The radio in the kitchen was tuned to a static station, humming like a trapped fly. And on the answering machine, this was when we had those little cassette tapes that recorded our messages, there was nothing but 3 minutes of someone breathing, slow and steady, before the click of them hanging up. Well, the whole town got a case of the shivers. People started double-checking their locks. Fathers would get up in the middle of the night to look out the peephole. The strangest thing was the VHS tape. A few days after the Miller incident, young Lily Preston found a plain, unlabeled VHS tape on her bicycle seat. No note, no name. Her parents, of course, told her not to touch it. But curiosity, my dear, is a powerful thing. Her father, a practical man, finally said, "Oh, for heaven's sake," and popped it into the VCR. The screen fizzed with black and white static for a moment, and then a video started to play. It was a home movie. It was their home movie. It was Lily's 9th birthday party from the month before, with all the kids from her class running around the backyard. The cake, the balloons, the pin the tail on the donkey. But the person holding the camera, they weren't at the party. The footage was taken from the woods at the very back of their property, looking through the chain-link fence. You could see all the children playing, laughing, completely unaware they were being watched. The camera would zoom in on one child, then another, holding there for a long, uncomfortable moment. It was filmed from so far away, the children were just little blurs in party dresses and sneakers. The whole town was gripped with a cold fear. Who would do such a thing? The police were called, of course, but this was before all your fancy internet and DNA databases. They had fingerprints and footprints and not much else. They called him the Watcher.